Hello guys, today I want to show you everything you need to work with S3 using your Spring Boot app. First, you need to add the below library into the build.gradle. This is your build.gradle. So here we need to add this line into your Gradle, or if you are using Maven, you can use this one. So software.amazon.aws SDK. For this version, you can either use my version or you can search this on your Google on the web and find the latest version. After adding this, you need to rebuild your project so that it downloads all the necessary files, and then you need to have S3 user and S3 bucket. So let me show. I have created already. If you don't know how to create, let me know so that I create a video for that. But if you look at my console in S3, this is my S3. I have created this bucket for this one, Reza Ahmadi YouTube tutorial 3, and it is public. And there is a user that we need to use for this, and let me show the user. This is my user, S3 only user, which has only access to permission to put objects in the S3. Okay, so let's go back to code. We need first to create a configuration because it's a Spring Boot app and we need to work with AWS S3, so we need to have a couple of configurations. So we go to application.yaml file and we say AWS access key ID secret key region bucket name. These are the information that we need to be able to connect to S3 to our bucket. Okay, so let's go and fill this information. For access key and secret key, we need to go back to the console, AWS console. For this user, for S3 only user, I need to create access key. So I go to security credentials, I come down, create access key. I need access key for my local code, which is I plan to use this access key to enable application code in a local development environment. This is what we want. So we select this one and I understand. Next, create access key. So this is my access key. Normally you shouldn't, you should never expose your access key or secret key, but I will remove this before publish this video. So I copy this access key, I come here, this is my access key. I'll go back to the console, show my secret, copy my secret, I come back, this is the secret. My region, let me find my region, it's again here. Let's go to something which has region like EC2. Okay, I'm on Sydney, which is AP dash southeast dash 2. So AP southeast 2. Okay, that's correct. Now the bucket name. So the bucket name was also Reza Ahmadi YouTube tutorial S3. Okay, we have all the information that we need, so we can continue. Let's start with creating a configuration file. I will come here and I will create a new file, a new class. I will call it Amazon config. This is a configuration, so we say configuration, couple of values here, access key, which we need to access it using this aws.access key id, private string secret key. How do we read it? Using this AWS secret key, and the last one region, which we read it using that value from Spring aws.region. Okay, now we need to define a bean public S3 client S3. Return S3 client dot builder dot region. What is the region? Region of our region. This is this one that we use here. And then credential provider, static credential provider dot create AWS basic credentials dot create access key secret key 1 2 3 dot build. Okay, this is how we create this bin. Now the service, let's go for the service for handling the file upload. We need to create a service. So after this configuration file, we create a service. We call it file upload service. Here we annotate it with service, private S3 client S3 client, and this is auto-wired, private string. We need the bucket name here, and we get it from our configuration file. So value AWS dot bucket name. Now we need to define our method. It returns put object response. This is upload file method, multi-part file, and in here we need to have try catch block. We return S3 client dot put object request dot builder dot bucket. We pass the bucket name dot key. The key here is our file name, so we get the file dot get original file name. This is our key. Now build And the next parameter is request body from input stream. This is the body of our file. Get input stream. So for put object, we have two parameters. One of them is we pass the name of the file, we pass the bucket name of the file, and the second parameter is the input stream. And also one more, if I'm not mistaken, and that one is file dot get size. The size of the file is also important. So now we need to catch it. IO exception. Throw new legal state exception. Failed to upload file. Pass the exception. Very simple upload file method. Now the last, we need the controller. So let's go and create our controller. Normally we shouldn't put all of them next to each other, but this is a simple app, so it's not important. New class, file, upload controller. This is a RESTful API, RESTful app. So this is a REST controller. Auto-wired, private. This is our service, upload service, file upload service. And our post mapping, we wanna listen on upload endpoint. And this is our method. String upload file request param, which is file and multi-part file. We just return file upload service dot upload file. We pass the file and we get the e tag. Okay, if you look at the S3 bucket here, this is my bucket, Reza Ahmadi YouTube tutorial S3. So let's go into bucket. There is nothing here. So let's run this application first. We need to go to application, and I have also a file here. Let me find the files, item.png. This is my file. I want to post this file, put it into the S3 using this application. So let's run this. Okay, now it's ready. Started the Hello World application. So the application is up, and our file is also here, item.png. So let's open a terminal and write a command. I have the command here, so I don't write it here. I would say curl post f. This is our file, which I put it in this location, and this is item.png. And this is my URL 8080, which is the default Spring Boot port, and upload is what we are listening for, which is this upload. So let's run it. So this is our e tag, means everything is completed. Now let's have a look at our bucket. Let's refresh it. Look at here, our item.png is here. So this shows that very easily we can work with our S3 bucket from our S3 from Spring Boot. And don't forget, when you do this, if you are showing this like me to people, go to IAM, go to your user, this is my user, security credentials, this is my credential that I'm using, this is my access key, actions, delete the access key. You must deactivate the access key before you delete it, so we deactivate it now. This is my access key. Done. So I remove this access key so that no one can use that to access my S3 bucket. And that's it. If you're finding this video helpful or interesting, it's a good time to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to show you lots of amazing stuff in this channel. Thank you for watching and see you later.